Chief Adebayo Adelabu. May we rise to receive the minister.
It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you today as we gather to mark the commissioning of new training equipment and simulation infrastructure developed through the collaboration between the National Power Training Institute of Nigeria NAPTIN and the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA. This is a significant milestone in our continuous journey towards enhancing capacity and capability development in the Nigeria's power sector. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our friends and partners from JICA. We just came back from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, where we had the Energy Summit for all African head of states, sponsored by the World Bank and the Africa Development Bank, tagged Mission 300, which actually aims at electrifying additional 300 million people across Africa, out of the about 600 people that still lack energy access in the continent. Electricity is not just a product like I mentioned earlier. It is the backbone for economic growth, industrial development, and job creation. And there's no country that actually wants to grow in any meaningful proportion that will not focus on the stability, functionality, reliability, and affordability of electricity supply. All of the earlier speakers mentioned the fact that the per capita power generated is about the lowest in the world, or one of the lowest in the world compared to others, especially our neighbors like South Africa, Morocco, Egypt, Russia, Tunisia, and all that. But the measure of development is the grid generation, which is the most reliable. There are access. We have identified over 80 million Nigerians lacking access to electricity. But we need not forget that we have provided access to over 150 million people too. So you can imagine the amount of pressure that is on the Nigerian national grid compared to other African countries that have a population of less than 20 million, less than 10 million. Because it's a function of the population. Having over 200 million people, already electrifying over 140, 150 million, but we still have additional 80 million to electrify. Why are our industries out of the grid? Why are people focusing on embedded and captive power generation? It's not just because of access. It is the reliability of the power supply. Manufacturing companies especially will not stick to the grid if there is no assurance that that power will be constant, will be stable, and will be reliable. There are some manufacturing processes that cannot afford 1 second of blip in electricity, otherwise it will destroy the entire process. So which is why we are saying we must make our grid supply as reliable as possible, as qualitative as possible, as stable as possible, and as functional as possible.